Will there come a day where a YouTube apology isn't unbelievable, cringy, and just rather distasteful all around? I'm sure the day will come, but today is not that day. In fact, this apology turns into a clapback relatively quickly. If you've been around YouTube long enough, you'll know Miss OG YouTuber Colleen, also known as Miranda Sings. Now, obviously, her content isn't really my cup of tea, and it's more catered to a younger audience, which is totally fine. But the reason she's popping up in apology video is due to some allegations concerning the younger audience. Now, YouTube is already flooding with content in regards to this, but I also wanted to put my 2 cents in because if y'all didn't know, I'm also a dance teacher outside of this whole YouTube thing, which means I'm regularly surrounding myself with people of all ages, including young people, specifically close to the age range at which these allegations are directed towards. So to me, as an aspiring YouTuber, it's a little concerning to see how crazy shit can get at the top. Now let's go ahead and watch some of this apology and break some of it down. Firstly, as I said before, unbelievable and cringy. It just seems so rehearsed and loses its genuine nature of an apology. She then proceeds to meme the apology even more by singing it. Granted, I'll give you your props because it's probably one of the more original ways to apologize, and it's probably taken a lot of effort to write the song, to rehearse it, then perform it, obviously several takes. So I'll give you that, despite the fact that it's super cringy, being that you are in your mid-30s and fully aware of what you're doing. At least I hope you are.
A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true.
Now the thing here is that there is a lot of damning evidence surfacing in regards to these allegations that you say are not true, thanks to another YouTuber, Adam McIntyre, who used to work for her and also be part of a group chat that Colleen had with a lot of underage fans. In this chat, she's asked for some questionable things like bouquet pics and a bunch of other things that I'm not going to dive too deep into, but the evidence stands and she's being accused of being a groomer and a predator.
Doesn't matter if it's true though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
No, I'm not entertained or having fun, and I could probably say the same about everyone else, especially because there's a lot of evidence of you doing some absolute degenerate shit. She also keeps going back to this point where it gives off this victim mentality vibe. Later on, she talks about... sings about the fact that she's taken accountability and she's only talking about the facts, but...
Today I only want to talk about the facts.
She's provided no evidence to both.
All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
The problem here with calling all these allegations a toxic gossip train is that you're pretty much dismissing the allegations and not really addressing them. If you were to take accountability, then you would be accepting the allegations, then apologizing for it, and then you would learn to be a better person after some time, obviously, upon self-reflection. And then if they truly are false rumors and lies, then I would assume you would want to provide your own set of evidence to defend yourself and back up your point that it is false, which again, you have still yet to do. Which doesn't make sense, because why wouldn't you want to defend yourself? Instead, you're just making this little Disney Channel, Nickelodeon type song and calling everyone else liars by saying this is just a toxic gossip train. Ooh, choo-choo.
No, my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say. I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say.
Nice.
Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way, where I was just trying to be besties with everybody.
Alright, buddy. First of all, you can be a loser and a creep at the same time. In fact, I would assume most creeps are losers to begin with. Again, still not providing facts as she said she would. Receipts have been shown of her creepy behavior in these chats, but there are no counter-argumentative receipts from her end.
Kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, you know, and there's a weird aunt there who keeps coming up to you and going like, "Hey girl, what's the tea?" And you're like, "Ugh." That was me, but in group chats with my fans.
What's the tea? Okay, you and I have different definitions of what tea means. Mine being gossip, and yours clearly being pics of the buttocks and raunchy questions of the sexual nature.
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
So you're telling me a grown adult in her 20s to 30s has no self-awareness at all when it comes to sharing with complete strangers. Underage strangers, albeit them being your fans. Boundaries exist not just with strangers, it exists with everyone in your life. Being selective with what you share with people is pivotal in allowing you to have a private life.
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare. details of my life, which was really weird of me.
Right, like you're divorced with your husband and asking a teenager for advice as if they would know what to do in that situation.
I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
And in regards to that, how have you taken accountability? Because I don't think you quite understand the definition of accountability. This is where you're accountable or responsible for a certain situation, and even in this song, by saying how everyone is hopping on a toxic gossip train.
But that's not very interesting, is it? So let's go on the toxic gossip train.
Ergo, not taking accountability. To take accountability, you have to accept that you're in the wrong, and this song is everything but that.
I thought you wanted me to take accountability, but that's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
So you're pretty much saying that anyone coming forward with information about this whole situation are liars and are only doing this to make money or gain clout. Which in today's day and age of cancel culture and mob mentality, I understand what you're saying. It is hard to believe what everyone has to say, but the fact that there is so much damning evidence makes your statement unfucking believable. How can you sing a song about taking accountability while calling everyone else a liar at the same time? Make it make sense.
I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. Sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back.
Again, this whole section is just disgusting to watch. She went from this super sad and acting like she's a victim to all of a sudden this super animated character that's completely out of touch with reality, blaming everyone else for her alleged actions. Trust me, humans aren't perfect. We make mistakes all the time, myself included. But the mistakes you're talking about, the general public don't usually make. Now, I'm gonna relate this back to me being a dance teacher and her talking about creating boundaries. As a grown man or woman, ethically speaking, you shouldn't need anyone to tell you where to set boundaries between yourself and someone who is underage. For me, in the studio, there is a definite line between a teacher and a student, and then outside of the studio, there is a more friendly nature behind our relationship. But friendly is where I would leave it. It's not like they're my friends, you know what I mean? Like, I don't talk to them about my private life. That's reserved for people that are in my inner circle. It's baffling for me to even have to say this. Like, this should be common sense. You shouldn't be finding children or teenagers to confide in with your problems that they probably wouldn't even understand because they're not in the same age group and they haven't probably experienced the same things that you're going through.
I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
She then doubles down and says she isn't 100% wrong, which then turns into a video where she's pretty much spitting on the people that are coming out against her. So much for an apology video. Seriously, you just seem more like a brat than a 36-year-old adult. If you are not in the wrong, again, show me some evidence. This song does not count. I don't care how good you are at singing. You can't sing your way out of court, mate.
Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather around, cause we're about to attack. But not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen. So shoot me down quick, in a click and bam. My reputation's deceased.
Now, a majority of this video after this point is just her being a bit of a crybaby and trying to switch the narrative to a place where she's the victim. And it's just a bit cringy and uncomfortable to watch.
Was my intention to manipulate? No. It doesn't really matter what my intention was, because it seems as though everyone's already decided on that.
Look, intentions do matter, and I would take your side should you show me enough evidence to prove that you weren't acting maliciously in regards to manipulating and abusing children. Because I can't just take your word for it just by you saying you didn't do these things. Sorry, by you singing that you didn't do these things, okay? That's not how it works. This isn't a fucking Disney movie, all right? It's not gonna end in fireworks. Acting sad, good one. Lovely.
Even though I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me, I still felt it was important to come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability.
Again, you just said two completely different things. Defending yourself and taking accountability, they're two different things. Defending yourself usually means you know you're in the right and not in the wrong, and you're trying to defend your point or argue that your point is correct. Whilst taking accountability is understanding that you're in the wrong and voicing that to everyone. But you can't really do both, can you? You can't really be right and wrong. Sometimes things aren't just black and white, and there is a little gray area that you're in between. But again, there is no evidence that you're providing to support that you may have been wrong a little bit, but you weren't, some of this is just kind of false allegations.
For what it's worth, I never had any bad intentions.
Not having bad intentions is fine, I get it, but you still did what you did. And if you were to take accountability, then just apologize. For fuck's sake, she hasn't even said sorry at once. So this isn't even an apology video. Like I said, this is just a clapback video. Then she goes on and on and on, repeats the chorus and talks about how, mistakes make you human.
Sometimes people make a mistake and it doesn't make them a horrible person. Whoa. Sometimes people can make a mistake and they're still a good person. Crazy, I know. Sometimes people can make a mistake and you don't have to take that mistake, oh no. And twist it up and grind it and add some lies to it and pulverize it and stab it with knives and ruin a life and... Oh no.
But again, she shows no accountability. She doesn't really provide any evidence that she has taken accountability, nor evidence that she is not in the wrong and that these are all lies and false allegations. So I don't really know where to, sit with all this, aside from the fact that, Colleen, you're fucking insane, mate. You're delusional. I don't even know what your intention behind this song is, to be honest. I can't imagine a world where she was thinking, yeah, this song is gonna open the eyes of everyone and understand that, I'm just human and I didn't do anything wrong, or even if I did, I've tried to take accountability, blah, 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 which, well, you can't just address it through a song. You gotta show it through action and show it through evidence. Anyway, that's about it. I didn't want to talk too much anyway. It's just whenever something comes up and it's in regards to, say, like a YouTuber and just doing some degenerate shit like grooming and all that, it rubs me the wrong way, knowing that I also work with a lot of young people and also wanting to be a YouTuber, and it's a scary thought to know that one wrong step and I could be in the same position, which I don't ever see myself getting to that point of doing something as crazy as sending my fucking underwear and shit to kids. But hey, there's a lot of weirdos out there. But anyway, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed my point of view on it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.